Hey, what's up everyone? Minato Max here. And today we have an interesting video. Literally, it was 3 a.m. when this happened. I was here with Trent. I wasn't in the call, but we were talking about this. Banjo-Kazooie popped up on the Nintendo eShop schedule in Japan. And Blast Corps also, which is another rare IP. Those two games popped up and they were supposed to come out today on the Nintendo Wii U eShop. It didn't happen. Nintendo said it was a mistake. But I think that's very interesting. How can you make a mistake like that? And I think another thing that was very interesting is that they talked about the publisher being Microsoft of Japan. So I brought Trent on. He's the big rare guy, and we're gonna discuss, could Nintendo possibly have hinted that Rare Replay in some form, or maybe they're just re-releasing Banjo-Kazooie individually. Trent, what is your thoughts on what has recently happened? I know it's been a rough time for you since you're the mega Banjo-Kazooie fan, and it's been an interesting day for you, I'm sure.
I want it.
That's all I want. Okay, Trent has also, like every Nintendo Direct, he has always said Rare Replay for the Switch. And it was kind of a nightmare for him to wake up and see that Banjo-Kazooie was coming to the Wii U and not the Switch. Because he really hates the Wii U. But anyways, I believe it's possible this could have been a hint that Rare Replay is coming to the Switch. Mainly just because of the fact, or not, maybe not Switch, just individually released. Why would you make a mistake like that? What is your thoughts on this, Trent?
It's like finding out Santa isn't real.
But do you think it's possible we're seeing Rare Replay or just a Banjo-Kazooie individually released for the Switch in any way?
I can only hope.
Because I have a hard time believing that. I mean, this is not some, like, mistake. Like, this is a big mistake if this was a mistake. How do you get something you don't even own wrong on your old console, the Wii U? I feel like they're definitely planning a re-release of Banjo-Kazooie in some form, whether that's Rare Replay, whether that's putting it on the Wii U Virtual Console. I really don't know, but Trent, your thoughts? Anything you want to bring to the table on this?
I want it. I want it really bad.
You want it really bad? Okay, but so that's all you're gonna say?
Banjo-Kazooie.
But so obviously it's been deconfirmed by Nintendo that this was a mistake. But don't you think it's weird that's a big mistake, Trent? Don't you agree?
Yesterday was International Fuck Trent Day.
Okay, but don't you think that's a big mistake? Because that's a project they don't even own. That's an IP that they have nothing to... And they even put Microsoft Japan. It wasn't something like, oh, they got the wrong information put in on this. They put Microsoft of Japan. They put all of that stuff. If it was a mistake, they made sure to put all these companies, all the information on each of these games. So I feel like there's more to this. I don't feel like it's a mistake. Like, I don't know. I know I'm being a little far-fetched for saying that, and maybe I'm being a little bit of a tinfoil, putting my tinfoil hats on for thinking this. But this is not just a easy mistake. This is a big mistake. They put all of the details in. I don't know. Trent, do you see what I'm seeing, or am I the only one seeing this?
I'm not seeing Banjo-Kazooie downloaded on my Nintendo Switch. That's what I'm seeing.
But don't you see what I'm seeing? Come on, open your eyes. I know it's been a hard time for you Banjo fans for the last 20 years. But open your eyes. I think there is light at the end of the road for Banjo-Kazooie. Like, I'm literally... This is not a common mistake. Thoughts, Trent?
I just want it on.
Are you crying?
No. I just want it on my Switch. I've wanted it for so long.
So, as as a banjo fan, how did yesterday feel for you? Since you're also not the greatest supporter for the Wii U, so what was going through your mind with what happened
I want,
yesterday?
I want to rip Phil Spencer's head off for whoever runs the Japan Nintendo Microsoft. Whoever did this to me. I want it.
Okay. Well. Okay. So since we got you talking a little bit, does this in any way? Do you think there's hope for Banjo after this? Do you think this was a mistake? That's probably what I should be asking you. Do you think this was a mistake? Do you think
I think the person that wrote this on the Nintendo website is a mistake.
Okay. Okay. What? Wow. Okay. But do you think there's something in the works Nintendo-wise with Banjo? I mean, to the five Blast Corps fans. I mean, do you think there's something big in the making for the Blast Corps fans out there?
You know,
I mean,
I really like Banjo.
are we getting the Banjo Kazooie nuts and bolts version of Blast Corps coming in then the next 2 years? Is that what they're hitting?
I heard the word nuts and bolts. I didn't even call.
Or bolts and nuts, whatever the game is called. I'm sorry, I'm not a big Banjo guy like you are. I'm sorry.
It's probably right in front of you.
Okay.
You?
All right. Without getting too off topic, Trent, I need the answer from you. What do you think this means for Banjo Kazooie? Do you honestly think this was a mistake? Do you legit think there's nothing happening with Banjo Kazooie in any way? Because again, I have a very, very, very hard time believing that this was a mistake. All the information was, dude. I'm sorry if this was a mistake. Whoever did that needs to get fired. Because I mean, that looked way too real, and especially officially coming from Nintendo on their eShop schedule.
They need to be executed.
I don't want to say executed, but
Executed.
That's a strong word, man.
Thrown into Grumble Volcano.
That's pretty strong, but wow.
I want it.
At the end of the day, we've seen Microsoft and Nintendo's relationship continue to grow, despite Nintendo not doing anything for Microsoft on Xbox One, which is a whole story for another day. But we've seen Ori, we've seen Cuphead, we've seen both of the Ori games actually. I would not be surprised whether that be Nintendo's making a N64 online thing and that's how they're going to throw Blast Corps and Banjo Kazooie on there, or maybe Rare Replay on the Switch. I don't know. Their relationship, it's known out there. I'm sure Microsoft, or at least Rare, would like to have at least Banjo Kazooie in some form on the Nintendo Switch other than Smash Bros. Because let's face it, Banjo Kazooie's core audience is Nintendo fans, not Xbox fans. So it would be smart for Rare to get Rare Replay in some way in on the Switch. I don't know. I mean, I just think it's very weird. I don't know what to say about this. This is a weird mistake. This is not your common mistake either. Like, I feel like this is Nintendo trying to cover up something. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they're developing the next Blast Corps game. I don't know. Maybe that's what this all was for. The next big Blast Corps game. The reboot. You know how Rare is bringing all these old IPs back, like Conker, Battletoads, all of that? Man, well, just put Blast Corps in there. I mean, why not? Screw Banjo Kazooie. No, I'm sorry, that was a joke. That was obviously a joke. But it would not surprise me if Rare did that. Trent, is there any last words of how you're feeling towards this recent news? I'm surprised that you're not thinking, since, I mean, you're a big Banjo guy, I'm surprised you're not thinking, oh, this means there's light in the road for Banjo Kazooie. What is your final thoughts?
Hatred.
Hatred. You want to go a little bit in depth with that?
Anger.
Anger. All right. Anything else than one words said in this?
Banjo Kazooie.
Banjo Kazooie. Okay. To end this off, I'm gonna ask you one question, Trent. Do you still have hope that Rare Replay is coming to the Switch, or are you done predicting that in our Nintendo Direct prediction videos?
Only time will tell.
All right. Well, I guess that's a great way to end the video. Only time will tell if all what we're talking about ends up happening. My name's Monado Max. Trent, I'll have all his stuff in the description. Twitter, his Twitch streams. I think you're starting to do that again. I don't know. But make sure to backslash that subscribe button. Like the video. Check out the Twitter account. Make sure to check out my Discord. Also, I mean, the server, it's popping with our 5 active users. Alright, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.